Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverages a nice and chilled lemon and lime drink. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode, among other things, we added some stuff in the dormitory, we finished off the kitchen and canteen, put in some visitation, and indeed got things like the infirmary and morgue up and running, which is definitely missing a section of wall. Let me sort that out there. And also, again, has been rightly pointed out, we probably need some more laundry machines. So there we go. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to get some prisoners and see what on earth actually happens. Let's go for, I think, prisoner reoffending rate. We'll pick that up. And let's, well, hire some guards. We currently have 20 workers, 2 doctors. I'm going to double that up with 4 cooks. We're going to go for, I think we're going to go for maybe 16, yes. And then guards, we're going to have to go for, well, a minimum of about 30, I would imagine, but I'm going to have to wait for the intake because I want to go to foundation and then concrete, and I want to put in all of this foundation here. The reason for that is, frankly, because we do need a... maybe changing my mind. So in here we've got what's going to be the staff canteen, the staff kitchen, and then obviously we've got a staff room there as well. And I want to copy this down here. And then from this point we have whatever we need it to be. And I sort of earmarked it to be some sort of armory as well as kennel. And well, I think we need the kennel sooner rather than later. However, in order to do that, it's going to cost us a fairly decent amount of money. Let's just get all that built in and we'll see how we get on. In terms of the wall, we can probably remove that concrete section there, so we're just going to go demolish walls and then they can build on all of this. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, and then we'll put walls elsewhere too. And yeah, well, let's see how we get on. Over to planning here. I'm just going to remove some of this section. There was a couple of people asking about where the toilets are. The toilets are actually in the same tile as the shower head and the drain, so that's all in. And well, let's see what happens. I know I've missed a light out somewhere as well. People have pointed this out, but there's also some lighting to be added in this corridor. Again, not going to be too bothered about the exact sizes of where like the lighting is. I mean, we'll just sort of pop them in here like so. As long as there's some level of lighting, then I'm not really too bothered. And something like this, just go along. Obviously, an auto light function would be desirable for after the fact, but well, it doesn't exist. So there we go. Anyway, so we are going to. Oh, I'll have to double check our regime. So let's just change all of this to sleep time across the board. It's generally what we end up doing, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. We'll have a free time. We're going to have a eat time, and then a gap of 4, and then it's work/lockup. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's work/free time, work/free time. Then we'll have some eats, and then the rest of it is free. There, that's actually a bit more lenient than perhaps some of the others. And obviously, I've set this to medium security, but we will be altering these as we progress on through the series. Over to our prisoners here, sorry, intake, should I say? And yep, we're taking on all 72 low-risk inmates. It's gonna go horribly wrong, isn't it? So this does require an entrance, and well, I guess we could put one in. I guess the best place for it at this stage would be at the top, probably. So over to doors, and then a staff door, and then a staff door will go in there. Although that probably won't give it... Oh no, it has actually got the entrance there. That's fine. Okay, so let's see how we get on. I actually need to shift over the deliveries. Let's go for deliveries, and we're going to remove all of this. The reason for that is, as people have rightly pointed out, it's better to have it near the center, and we are going to have that. So we'll just remove all of that. So that's now removed. No, it's not removed. Why is that not being removed? Is it because I'm going off the map? It could be. Now it's being removed. That is fine. And I guess exports we'll put further down as well. So deliveries will go here. We'll just say, I don't know, maybe 30. We'll go like that. And then we'll have an export, which we'll have as 10. And then finally, we'll have a garbage, which is down the bottom. It's not ideal being that far down, but it's better for just the way the trucks work and such. So yes, governmental security ratings, cell block D, and reduce our reoffending rate to 30%, and it is specifically 30%, not below 30%. It doesn't trigger that way. Anyway, the foundation's getting built over here, and the first thing I'll be doing is going for this grant of governmental security ratings, because we need dogs. We need to be sniffing in and around this area, because frankly the biggest threat that we face is either, well, it's actually escaping via tunneling or just a fight and blitz out the front. So we'll see. Anyway, over to deployment and to patrols here. We're going to get a blue patrol, and I'm going to set a blue patrol so it goes all the way around these toilets like so. Similar thing in here. I'm going to have a patrol that goes around. Not that we necessarily need it, but we're going to have a guard on that one. And a guard on that one. We will be obviously hiring dogs, and I do plan on having a patrol right around the outside as well, and maybe even along here, but by the time they get to this point, it's probably just a little bit too late, so we'll see about how that works anyway. Electrical cable, we do need to power some stuff in here, so I'll probably just run the cable like so. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare as we progress on, but there you are. I do need to do the yard as well, but we just don't have the money as of yet. But as soon as we get this intake, which is going to be in basically the next couple of seconds, well, oh yeah, we could make some extra money if we added death row to the facility. And here we go. This is the very first intake, a very minuscule 72 prisoners, and we can check out the informants. We have a supplier and someone that's quick. We've also got a snitch and an unknown, or a couple of unknowns there. So the snitch, those should be going in protective custody. Oh wait, we don't have protective custody. There was some discussion regarding that, and we can place it on the outside here, or build across the front and have basically an area across the way which is protective custody and like quite luxurious. I don't think we're going to do that because of what we've already got planned, but that may be a future problem. Anyway, the chief is calling. Considering equipping some of your more mischievous prisoners with a tracking belt, we're not doing any of the tracking, so I'm not really going to bother with that one. Back up to guards here, and let's just hire up to 30 guards. That should be fine, and there is all of the intake. Let me just go for some informants here, and we do have a dealer and a supplier and an unknown there, and obviously these are just going to start coming in, and yeah, that's how it is. Current money is 8 grand, but as the buses keep coming, we'll get more and more and more, and here's all of our building as well. So there's some more. We've got 2 snitches now and a foodie, so yes, I don't think there'll be any great issue, I hope, with it being all low risk prisoners, and also we do have our pacifier, who is the warden. Just going to double check here. That is set to full capacity and it is minsec, and well, let's hope that works. Food's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, well, there you go. There's tool cleanup. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ditch this governmental security rating, go for tool cleanup, and we'll do crackdown on drugs as well, because we will be doing shakedowns and such. Have we still got all of the buses? No, there's some more buses coming along, and subsidence of the land has now broken a section of wall. Well, that is the last thing we need at this particular stage. Concrete wall, click and drag, and then we're out of funds. Oh, right, okay, we're gonna have to get a bank loan just to increase the balance to a positive. Let's go and build that, and then prioritize the building of it. And well, let's see what happens. There is the intake, and oh, I mean, it just keeps going. It just keeps going, and apparently there are no free cells available. I mean, that's not the case. I mean, the dormitory is quite clearly there, so I'm not too sure why it's stating that. No, I think it's just a case of they haven't been escorted there. Let's change that to staff only, and this will be staff only as well once it's done. Yeah, it says there's no no free cells available, but there will be escorted. I think it just means there's no staff available to escort them just yet. There we go. We have people in the facility. There we are. 31 prisoners are unable to be assigned to a cell. Okay. That is very strange. Shared capacity is definitely 160. Let's not even make it shared. That's MinSec only. 29 prisoners are unable to be assigned to a cell. You know what? I think it's just a case of waiting, and yeah, it's slowly counting down. So I think the game is just having it's just having a moment. So yeah, there we go. It's slowly working down. So this is good. And can you smell that? Oh, I can smell tunnels already. There's a million of them. There'll be so many tunnels. So yeah, we have prisoners in the facility. In terms of all their needs, well, we'll have to see in the next couple of days just how this functions, if at all. But wow, there is our dormitory. Informants, dealer, supplier, foodie, snitch foodie, quick. Supplier, snitch, quick. A couple of unknowns. And we're now on positive balance. I mean, you would expect so. Yes, 8 prisoners, unable to be assigned, 7. Yeah, it's going down. It's trending in the right direction. Your prisoner's missing a door control system. Yes, it is. I will, because of that, lock open these doors then, because the game is entirely correct. We want to lock those open. And hang on a minute. That wall shouldn't that wall shouldn't have a wall section there. No, it should not. Right, just demolish walls, please, and prioritize that so they can actually get round. Because at the moment, the only way for people to get in here is to be escorted via the kitchen. There we go. That's now opened up. Okay. And we have room to take in more prisoners. Yes, we do. And there's a notebook page. The notebook should say, don't ever do this. Any person on YouTube trying this is an absolute idiot. I couldn't agree more. Okay, so this is almost built. We'll get the kennels in. Oh, now the CEO. Reform programs to keep a prisoner successfully reintegrating into society. Some offenders will start successful new lives, while others will fall into old. Yeah, okay. So it's just telling us about the reform, which is 54%. Yay. All right, fine. Obviously, we can't really do much about that. Staff morale is high. The warden is having a calming effect. 57 prisoners say they're well treated. Some prisoners say they've been unnecessarily searched recently. Let me just go to our needs here. We can see there is no needs really. Staff needs. There is a rest need there. There is some food needs, some bowels, etc. But nothing of really critical over maybe 1 or 2 of our staff members, so that's actually perfectly fine. It feels like we're just about to get the foundation of this completed, and then, oh, there it is, and that's now getting built. Okay, so I did say about a kennel and an armory, so it's going to be staff kitchen, staff canteen, staff room, then these 2 are going to be a combination of things, actually. So I'm actually going to shrink this down a little bit. Let's go for, say, 14. This is going to be the armory, and this is going to be the kennel, although I think we could probably shrink that down a bit further. That's fine. Okay, so concrete wall we're going to bring along, and how have we done this? It's, yes, it's 1, and then we build this like so. And then down again, and then there's that sorted. This corner will be the power room type thing. I'll just put an entrance in like that, and we also want to demolish that wall there. Okay, so that is now planned off. Excellent. So we still have 5 prisoners apparently unable to be assigned to a cell. That's why. Right, so they've been found with something upon their person, and because of that escorted to solitary, which we don't have. Solitary I do plan on putting in, but I haven't yet got it built. So, well, yeah, there's that. What I'll do in the meantime then is for policy, for... Interesting, look at that. Normal prisoners don't go max for murder and serious injury. How curious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change everything from solitary to lockdown for our low-risk category inmates. We're also removing the max sec, they don't change their sec. Yeah, that's fine. Everything is pretty much in. Okay, there we go. Right, I mean, so far, fairly uneventful. I'm fairly happy with what we've got here. There's the kitchen serving up a whole host of very nourishing and nutritious meals, which are mainly green, and, well, there's a bit of beige in there as well. If you're lucky enough, you might grab some bacon. There's Stubbs here, Warren Stubbs, getting some food. There we go. They have indeed grabbed some green and beige. We got some green and beige, green and beige, some green and beige. Double beige for this person here. Yeah, not all that on variety. They're not that bothered. Nobody's gone for the bacon just yet. No. And we're still cooking up. We're still cooking up. 34 prisoners have been recently fed. And looking at this, there's no, like, it doesn't look... I don't think it looks too problematic. Like, it doesn't really seem like it's overcrowded. That's because we can take another 60... 90 prisoners. It's going to look crowded then. Yes, but everybody is getting fed, so I don't really need more in this kitchen as far as I'm aware at the current stage. So let's go over to here, and we're going to go for a kennel, and the kennel will go in here, and then we're going to go for a armory, which will go in here, and then... Yes. If you ever think your guards need a little extra shock power, you can enable prison policy to have them armed with stun batons. So policy, down the bottom, and stun batons is on by default. So all of our guards are going to be running towards this armory. Even though it's not built, it doesn't matter. As long as it's in, it'll still function. Right, so a couple of things. I do need to run the electrical cable down here, and I will do that. I do think eventually this thing, well, this will become power. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 power rooms. That's the goal anyway. That is the overall goal. But I mean, we'll have to see how we get on. I'm not, more than any other facility, at least in modern times, I'm not gonna think too much about the future, because this can go horribly wrong at a moment's notice. Any prison can, but this in particular has its own extra, yes, challenges involved. So, we're all working at the moment. We will be doing a shakedown tonight to remove... Oh, hang on. Crackdown on drugs. Let's pick that one up. Looks like the tools we've already got done. That is good. There's also inmate nutritional research, which we can do. And we'll be doing that sooner rather than later. Let's just speed up to max speed while we wait and see how things crack on. In terms of our dog handlers, there's 14. Object-wise, kennel, crate, all the way down the bottom. And then, for the goodest of boys, there is our, yes, food and water for the doggos. Okay. How do I want to approach this? Well, deployment, patrols, dog handlers, 2 dog handlers in there, 1 there, and temporarily that And I'm making sure it's temporary by putting this in not a corner. So I look at it and go, what have you done there? Staff wise, we're gonna go with armed guards. So we can't hire any because because obviously the armory is not yet completed. Just gonna add in some doors. So staff. Auto saved. I lagged at the worst possible time then. So we'll put in the staff doors like that. And for the armory, let's just get it legit. Let's just get it working. There's 2 guard lockers. You do need a table. I'm tempted by putting a table there. And then you need a weapons rack, which I'm going to put there. And that is legit now. So it's currently sleep time. Tunnel search. All sectors. 97 places to search. There's the guards there, doing a sterling job. And there is our doggos patrolling. Excellent. We can house 91 more prisoners. We have 91 free minimum security cells. So does that mean someone's left? Yes, 3 prisoners have been released. Bit of a short stint, I think we can we can both agree. Interesting. That wall there, it is planned, yes, that's fine, that's fine. So, we didn't find a tunnel, but obviously these dogs, Riley here, they have a lot of things to search. Interesting, have you noticed that? So, over on the right-hand side, this is where the majority of prisoners are sleeping. But yet, there's also prisoners over here. I wonder if they've sectioned off because of any particular reason. No, I don't think so. This guy must be sleeping on the bottom bunk. Either that or he's gone invisible. I don't know what we've been feeding them, but yes. Okay, that's in. It's working. I don't know what I expected. I mean, this is obvious that it should be working. Okay, logistics, prison labour. Let's start getting prisoners working over here. As people rightly pointed out, it would be very much a benefit for us to have a cleaning cupboard. And I do think we will put one in. This is going to be mirrored down the bottom. We are going to have 2 laundries at the front here. That means serving the back is going to be a bit of a nightmare. But it is what it is. There's 48 more prisoners arriving, because of course there is. We're actually in negative balance, which is curious. So, what I need to do is have some... Well, we're not having bleachers in here because they're just too large. But we could have some tire apparatus, some benches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 6. 6. Dumbbell racks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of money getting spent here, but we'll get the money back anyway. And, because it sits in there quite nicely, it's going in. And obviously we can put stuff in the middle, like punching bags. I mean, not at the moment we can't, because we've got absolutely 0 cash. But when we get, yes, people arriving... Oh, look at that, stun buttons. As soon as this became available... yes, everything changed a bit. So... There's more intake. There it is. Ex-law enforcement. 2 ex-law enforcements. 3 ex-law enforcements. Look at that, eh? And even with this intake, I don't know if we're going to be on a positive balance. Yes, we are. Only just, though. But there is a grand completion for... I'm guessing finding narcotics. It has to be narcotics. Over to our staff then. We're going to hire 2 armed guards. We're immediately going to assign them. Actually, we can just go armed guards. No, it must be a patrol. 1, 2. Just don't actually need 2. Just armed guards. And there we go. And we've got double because of an administrative error. Excellent. So we have got our armed guards. I'm going to fire them straight away. We have 2 armed guards in service, which can technically increase the danger level. So I don't really want that. Yeah. Don't really want that. So there's our 2 armed guards gone. Going to go over to grants here. Inmate nutritional research. And MaxSec infrastructure. Unlock body armor through bureaucracy. Unlock tasers through bureaucracy. No problem at all. Let's get that on the go. CCTV improvement. And there's all of the prisoners that can't be assigned. I mean, that just looks like it's a massive problem, doesn't it? When it just pops up like that. You're like, oh, right. So money is good. So what we're going to do with said money? Well, I think we're going to spend it on here. I'm doing this so I can have another dog patrol. Speaking of that, I do think we need to add in more patrols. We've got... I'm going to remove that one, that guard. I'm going to assign another 2 dog handlers. 4 dog handlers in this area, followed by a magenta patrol here and here. And that will be armed guards. You know, I don't think I need 4. How many dog handlers did I buy? 14. Yes, that was not necessary. Right, let's have magenta patrols in here. Like that. Whoops. Guards. Like that. And dogs. I don't need 4 dog patrols in there. Although, having 4 dog patrols... Oh, apparently tunnels over here. If they've got that far, we are in desperate trouble. Put it that way. Having at least these patrols in here means we have got presence within the facility, so it may be worth doing it. I don't know. But let's get this in first, then we'll get the patrol around here, and then we've got really as much as we possibly can hope for, really. This needs no doors. No, it doesn't. Demolish walls. In there. In there. And a dog. No, they're saying they've found something there, which obviously they're not the case. Okay, so objects, lighting. Just following roughly the other side. That'll do. And just double checking deployment. Deployment is still fine. I mean, that should be staff only. And technically up to there should be staff only, so should probably put in the doors for that. Large jail door, which goes in there. Because all of this middle section should be staff only, you understand? Okay. There's a lot of money going down, because obviously body armor and such. And we need a single... We need to serve a single high variety meal. Loads of programs there, isn't it? Parole hearing, spiritual guidance, solar panel development, animal therapy, conflict resolution. Lots of stuff there. Lots of stuff. Okay, just going to increase the power grid of the lines just so the peek through. Oh, was that our first overdose? Don't know about first, but it is one. Stephen Martin. There they go. So. Yeah, go on. Regime. Let's do that. Serve a single. Low variety. Low quantity meal. There's that set. There's that set. Well, that should be staff only, which it is now. Including these sections. I don't know why that's like that, but it is. Those are all good. This is fine. That can be staff only. That's visitors, which technically those 2 can be as well. Visitor only. There we go. Okay. Staff only there as well. And finally, Magenta Patrol. There's our Magenta Patrol, which we will assign 1 dog to. So the ones inside here, we don't need 4. But having the presence of 4, if anything happens, is always good. They obviously may detect any tunnels. Although, just realised, fatal mistake. At least I spotted it. Doesn't go around everything, does it? Yeah, didn't go around everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it goes around everything. And we still have the patrols in the middle for just general guards and such. So, there's 6 guards in there. Sorry, there are 6 scheduled guards in there. However, I don't know how many will be actively, like, wandering around as well. At least this is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought there was something off. I thought there was something off just looking at it. 14. 13. Okay. Dismantle. Dismantle. That can go there. That can go there. Can't be having stuff off-center. That would drive me right up the wall. Okay. So there's that in. You know what we'll put on, actually? Lighting. Floodlight. I could use unmanned searchlight or advanced searchlight, which technically that connects to... Yeah, cutting-edge surveillance device designed to detect and deter escaping prisoner, utilizing facial recognition. Connect the CCTV onto this for it to work. Okay, I mean, I could do that. Which way does that look? So it's left for... Yeah, so it's like left, right. Oh, there is a change in the way it looks as well. So it's left. So I guess that and that. Yeah, we'll have some of these advanced searchlights, because why not? We don't often use them, but we can. Patrols. Let's have magenta. Like that. And a guard and a dog. No. Guard and a doggo. There we are. Right, so we have prisoners, specifically 117. We're going to get another 43 more. It is going to get hairy, but we are at a point we are able to actually get prisoners. Danger level is low. 91 prisoners say they're well treated. We have lots of spare room to take in more prisoners. Correct, we're getting some more. Needs are being fulfilled. There are some needs for spirituality and literature and luxuries, but that's not a critical need. We can hopefully start to look after those as we progress on. We're going to leave it there. That's been some Prison Architect. Next episode we are going to do, following on from the inmate nutritional research, MaxSec infrastructure, which means building the security room in here. And then, I guess, you know what we think would be best? Finish off visitation and putting flooring in. I don't want to build this entire thing and then do flooring. I think it'll just not look very good. So yes, we are going to focus on aesthetics. What you can read into that is me messing up multiple times by placing the weird tile flooring. Hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.